Now, the Duotts C29 is a beast. Yes, a beast disguised in a normal, regular, everyday bike. Because if you look at it at first glance, it doesn't strike you as something that, I don't know, can hit 50 kilometers per hour. It doesn't look like a bike that packs a 750 watts motor and could transport your lazy bottom from the point A to point B in absolutely no time and effortless. Effortless because it comes with a throttle. Yes, you heard that right, a throttle. And while you might look at this video totally unimpressed, thinking that 750 watts and 50 kilometers per hour is not something new for an e-bike or unheard of, then let me politely slap you over the face with this. This bike and everything it's packing is less than 900 euros or $900, close enough. And you even get a 40 euros discount with code Duotts7, which brings the price down at 839 euros and 99 cents.
But wait! There's more!
I know that I sound like a telemarketer right now, but if you purchase this bike by clicking on the link in the description and entering my code, the Artman, you'll get a 100 euros discount, bringing the total down at 779 euros and 99 cents.
But wait! There's more!
Because the first 5 of you who will purchase this bike using my code, the Artman, will get this beautiful melon protector for free. So recap, link in the description, code the Artman, 100 euros off, melon protector for free. Okay, now that the telemarketing bit is out of the way, let me brush off these other concerns that you might have, like, if the bike is this cheap, then it cannot be great, right? Well, wrong. Very, very wrong, because this bike is sturdy as f***. It's something that me and my heavyweight can confirm. I put this bike through 140 plus kilometers of hell trying to test its limits, and all I ended up was testing my limits, because honestly I got bored of trying to break it. I mean, not literally break it, but you know, never mind. And another thing that I love about this bike is that the battery holds a freaking lot. The first time I removed the battery to charge it was after 57 kilometers. So 57 kilometers with one charge. I actually never charged this bike ever since I got it. This will be the first time when I take the battery off. That is 57 kilometers from unpacking, and I cannot vouch that the battery was 100% full when I started riding it for the first time. So let's say that the average is 60, maybe 70 kilometers on one charge. That's way more than enough for me. I am really good with those numbers. Of course, same as with the max speed, the battery life depends on the rider. If you are on the lean side, then obviously you will get better speed and battery life comparing with, I don't know, someone that I probably know who is not that lean and who enjoys too much treats and sweets way too late in the night. Anyway, shut up, you're not my mom. Now, let's talk about the other big elephant in the room. How legal is this bike on the streets? Because with a 750 watts motor, 50 kilometers an hour max speed and a throttle, nevertheless, you might wonder and ask this question. And the answer is, well, not that legal. Not on the public streets anyway. But, there is always a but. First of all, you can ride this bike without any problems or issues on any private road, bike parks, bike and hike on mountain, under the mountain, in between the mountain, you know, places like this. And nobody will ever bother you. Nobody will complain that you have a powerful motor, nobody will pull you over, that you ride with 50 kilometers an hour or you have a squishy wishy pants. But on the streets, things are not that simple. Now, I do live in Germany, so my research is based on German laws, but I guess that in the big picture, things might be similar for the majority of European countries at least. I cannot say the same thing about USA or Asia, for example, because my research didn't brought me so far. So I have no idea about that. But if you are from Europe, then this might be helpful. If you are from Germany, then this will definitely be helpful. So pay attention because I'm not very good at explaining things. Now, my goal was to find out if this bike could be street legal, and the closest I came across was this, the L1EA class, which includes any bike with an auxiliary drive, an electric motor that is, whose only purpose is to assist the pedal function. The power of this motor, of this auxiliary drive, must be automatically interrupted when the maximum speed of 25 kilometers per hour is reached, and the maximum continuous power is equal or less than 1000 watts. So the motor should not be bigger than 1000 watts. Okay, in our case we have a 750 watts motor, so this one is good. The speed limit, we can change it from 50 kilometers an hour 25 kilometers an hour by pressing the plus and minus buttons on the LCD screen at the same time in order to enter the settings, and here at the submenu P8 we can adjust the value from 50 to 25, indicating a speed limit of 25 kilometers an hour or below, but never above. So now the speed limit is also checked. We have a 25 kilometers an hour max speed, leaving us with one less thing to concern about. The pedal assist only, which means only one thing. Sadly and unfortunately, we have to get rid of that throttle. By removing the throttle, we make sure that the bike is on pedal assist only, otherwise it will fall in another class, and definitely we can forget any chance of trying to make this bike street legal. Okay, so now the bike technically fits the L1EA class and should be street legal. But before you jump up high and click your heels with joy, just remember that I am not an expert, and this is my educated guess, if you can call it that way, based on the research I made. For your sake of mind and mine, do your own research and come up with your own conclusions, especially if you live in other countries than Germany. But if you want a bike like this just for the fun of it, to ride it on parks and hills and dirt roads, a bike that doesn't burn a hole in your pockets and doesn't make you sweat, then the Duotts C29 is the right e-bike for you. So click now on the link in the description to get the best deal today. Until next time, cheers!